Hey guys, I'm back. And I know it's a little ahead of schedule, but I am putting in my review of the Heimplanet Transit 24. Now I know I said that I was going to spend about 3 months using this bag, but after about a month of using it, I think I pretty much know what I think about it and what are the things that I liked and what are the things that I did not like about this bag. So let's just get into real quick the nuances of this bag. I kind of went over a lot of it in our first impression video, but for those who are just coming in now to the review, let's just go over this real quick. So this is from Heimplanet. It's a 24 liter their transit line bag, so it could be for travel, it could be for EDC. But here we have this Daiko shell, which is such a really nice material. I love this material. It's an 840D nylon, but they call it Daiko shell. And this is the black colorway. We have some Heimplanet branding here. I wish they would change this, but this is the branding that they're sticking with. So on the outside, you have latch points here. You have a vertical pocket here that doesn't really have any organization. It's just a pocket. So here I have my skin pouch with some stuff in it. So I'll leave that in there. There is a side handle. The outside zipper is a YKK. It's not AquaGuard, but it is a weather-resistant zipper. It's a number 10 YKK. You have a really nice handle on the top, and this just feels so good in hand. Just like holding it, just like whatever they did here with the webbing, it just feels really nice in hand, and I really liked it. So let's go to the side real quick. We have this pocket here, which surprisingly enough, I didn't think I was going to like this pocket as much as I did, and it actually ended up being pretty awesome. And I'll show you how when I put this on, because it was so cool to be able to grab my wallet really quick on the fly. So as I go through some of the things that I liked, I'll go into that. So zip it up. So we'll go to the back panel here. The back panel is fantastic. This bag is, the more stuff I put into it, the more comfortable it got. The only thing I will say though is that this lumbar padding here would kind of like dig a little bit into my lower back, but the more I filled this bag up, the more comfortable it got, and that the weight kind of distributed more across the back panel than hitting up against this lumbar area. So you have this really nice back panel, nice padding here. There is a luggage pass through, or if you want to kind of carry this in a duffel mode. I'm not sure what situation that would happen, but there it is. There's a little loop here, and maybe I guess you can tie a hero clip to, so you can hang it up somewhere. And then you have these really nice, I wouldn't say they're beefy, but they are adequate straps. And Heimplanet does a very good job of using excellent materials, good padding, so that these straps aren't going to be super beefy, super robust, getting in the way, looking weird. They kind of like meld into the body, they feel good. And I honestly, there was a couple days where I had to carry this for multiple hours at a time, and I gotta tell you, I didn't even notice. It just felt great. So really nice back panel. Then you have here on this side this long zipper that gives you access to the main compartment and also the laptop compartment. And this design decision right here is probably, at least for me, the most controversial aspect of it. So we'll get into that in a second. So let's get into the bag itself. So I already mentioned this vertical pocket, the small pocket on the side, but let's get into the main event, which is the main compartment. So you see, I carry with me as my EDC, I carry a Evergoods Cap 1, or Cap 2 rather, and then an Air Slim pouch. So I changed up my EDC a little bit to be a little bit more streamlined. So what we'll notice here, as soon as you open up this bag, is that there's a bit of organization here. It's not a ton of organization, but it's a bit of organization. And what you notice is that everything is oriented sideways, as if you were going to carry this often as a briefcase with the side handle. And also, of course, there's like, again, that design decision to have the laptop access be exclusively from the side. So we'll talk about that in a second, but I just wanted you to see this. So we have like nice, it's not as meshy. It's not as stretchy as like the Bellroy stuff, the Bellroy mesh, but it does provide a bit of stretch. So you have two side pockets and then these two little pen holders as well. And then on the other side, in the front facing back area, you have these two pockets. So you have a pocket here, which I keep a few things, AirPods, Hero Clip, and then you have this kind of mesh pocket as well. So what are some of the things that I liked about this bag? Some of the things that I didn't like about this bag. So some of the things that I liked is that I love the outside material of this bag. I love the way that it looks, because I was able to take this anywhere with me. I was able to take it to offices. I was able to take it to leisure activities. I took it grocery shopping. It just was with me for a month, and it was great because I never felt weird holding the bag or having the bag with me. It just looked nice. So this is a cool looking bag, and if you're familiar with their Transit, like the larger ones, then you know what this looks like. You're familiar with how sleek and discreet it is. So again, cool bag. Let me put it on so that way you guys can see what it looks like on me. So again, 5'7", like 160 pounds. So this is what it looks like. So one thing that you might notice is like right here in the front of the bag, there's like a divot, like the bag like caves in. And I noticed that a few times when I looked at it in the mirror as I was walking around in certain places, and I wasn't like a huge fan of that divot. So that's kind of like one of the things I didn't like about the bag. So it kind of divots in as I'm wearing it. Maybe if you pack out a lot more stuff, obviously that wouldn't be there. But since I guess I pack a lot of stuff here at the bottom because of the pouches, it created that divot. I've never really noticed that in any other bag, but I noticed it in this one. So also things that I liked this pocket, which by the way, let me show you how that worked. So this pocket is for like a wallet. So a lot of times I would just come in, grab my wallet and close it up. It was like super easy. Or I could just like even just grab my wallet, grab something that I was looking for. It was such a nice little detail. So aside from the looks and that pocket, which I thought was awesome, the back panel is very comfortable. The more that you pack into it, the better it becomes. Again, I love the straps. Like if you are familiar with any Heimplanet products, they are very comfortable. Their straps are fantastic. If you're not familiar with Heimplanet, then know that these guys know what they're doing when it comes to the comfort of their bags. Yeah, I love the materials of this bag. Like even when it comes to like the nice YKK zips that are like just right out of the box, just like super smooth. I really like the zipper pulls here. They just such great materials, just great assembly. I don't see like any stitching issues. I don't see like really any loose threads hanging around. I mean, I see one here, but really aside from that, that's whatever. I mean, it happens. It's not, to me at least, it's not a big deal. So let's go into the thing that I didn't like. I hate this. I hate that this is the only way that I can get into my laptop, and I really disliked it. I'm not sure why I disliked it as much as I do, but I think it's because I could only get to it from the side. If I had the bag standing somewhere, I can't just unzip this main compartment and get to the laptop. I would have to open up this side, then unlatch it, then take out the laptop. And sometimes if I had like a bunch of stuff in here, I would have to push the stuff off to the side to unlatch to then take my laptop out. I mean, it creates the friction that I often talk about in my reviews. So something as simple as getting my laptop produced a lot of friction in use. And I really didn't like it because getting my laptop is one of the main things that I do with my bags, and this was kind of a hassle to get to. You know, it's funny, somebody in comments for the first impression pointed out that I had never heard of the Evergood CPL. I've never owned one. I am familiar with the bag, and if that's the way that the CPL works, then I probably wouldn't like the CPL for that reason also. So this is a design decision that I don't like. So if you are forcing me to go in from the side to get my laptop, then make it easier for me. Maybe make it an isolated compartment like the knack bag, which is also side access, but it's isolated. I don't have to like move stuff around and then unlatch it to then get my laptop. Or make it so that if I do have side access, that I could also get it from the front as well. I'm also very curious about why they decided to make all the organization side oriented, because for the most part, at least in my experience with bags, most of the time I'm going to operate the bag upright. Very rarely do I ever operate my bag sideways. So I'm very curious about that decision. So that's the things that I didn't like. And really, if in the grand scheme of things, those are the only two things I didn't like. The rest of this bag is awesome. I love the materials. I love the color. I love the overall design. I like the straps. You know, there's so much stuff going on here. Even here, like, there's like built-in strap management that, you know, I like my bags high and tight, so there's a little bit left over, but there's like built-in strap management that you can use here. Like, they just so thoughtful in their design and how this bag is implemented that I was so shocked that they decided to do this here. Had they used the same organization as their Transit 34, then man, this to me would for sure be a keeper. Like, I wouldn't be able to find a major complaint about it. One minor gripe though, not a deal breaker for everybody, but it's kind of a deal breaker for me, but still considered a minor gripe, is no water bottle pocket. So here you have this really cool EDC bag to take with you to work, but there's no water bottle pocket. And it's not like there's an internal water bottle pocket because everything is side oriented anyways. So I found that to be a little curious. But in general, I mean, aside from the weird laptop access and the water bottle pocket, this is a phenomenal bag. I really do love it. You know, because of those nuances of how I carry with my laptop and how often I take my laptop out, which is essentially every single client that I go to multiple times a day, I didn't vibe too well with this bag. But I can see how this would be fantastic for other people. If you are that guy or that person who loves the Evergood CPO and you love that side access for the laptop, then by all means, go for it. This is awesome, excellent. And not only is this a great bag, great materials that is going to last a long time, but you're also supporting really cool people and a really cool company that is trying to do a lot of stuff for the environment as well. So awesome, and kudos to them. So guys, I like this bag. I did have issues with the access, and that's kind of the Reader's Digest version of it. So if you have any questions, let me know. I will respond as quickly as I can in the comments. Keep it cool. You know, we're just talking about bags here. All right, guys, take it easy. Like and subscribe if you'd like. See you soon.